in the MasterPixel preview, I went through the whole logic of selecting these masterpieces from ages gone by where they're all public domain. And I went into great detail about what you could choose. And if you're interested in that, go look at the MasterPixels preview quest. But for right now, I just want to get into the selection of the pixels. And this caused some confusion in the MasterPixel 101 quest. So let's resolve that confusion right now. First of all, hit Command R. Command R is under View Rulers. I don't even know where they are. There they are. I never go there. Command R for rulers, okay? Command R. If these come up as inches, if you right-click on the rulers, not here, not up here, but on the ruler, you get pixels, inches, and then the rest of that, we don't even worry about that. Pixels and inches. If it's on inches, change it to pixels. If it's on pixels, leave it right there. You want pixels. And then get the rectangular marquee and change. Chances are you're on normal. Now you notice I had that on fixed ratio, 1:1. I change this all the time depending upon what I'm using this tool for. And if you don't have the rectangular marquee here, click and hold, and if you got one of these other guys, select the rectangular marquee. And then I'm going to choose fixed size. Now, in the MasterPixels quest, I told you there were specific sizes you needed to pick from: 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 40, and 50. Well, with this new technique that Dan's going to get credit for in the next video, you can choose any number you want. 1,000 is probably too big. So I'm going to cut it down to 15 because I've never done 15 pixels by 15 pixels. Now make sure this doesn't say 15 inches, IN. It's got to say PX and not CM. Centimeters are for Europe. See how this is still highlighted over here? I'm going to hit return, and that's no longer highlighted. I want a feather of 0 pixels. Okay, so whenever I click, I'm going to get 15 pixels square. And I'm looking at that, and I'm thinking, I just had a feeling. And sometimes you got to trust your feelings. I'm going to hit Command D to deselect. I just had a feeling, let's pick 12. I don't know why. Let's pick 12 and click. And there's 12 pixels square. Now, you can move this manually. You can use the arrow keys to nudge it a little at a time. The idea is you want an interesting combination of pixels. Right here, this is kind of all mushy. See how close these colors are? And they're not so clearly defined. I think that would be much less interesting than something like right here. You know, I might move that up a couple pixels. You know, so you go ahead, pan around this thing. I'm going to hit Command R to get rid of that. Command D to deselect, and then hold down the space bar. And you can pan around. You can hold down the H key and hold down I'm holding down H, and I hold down the left mouse button, and then I can say, hey, what's it like if we selected off her sleeve? And these streamers right here, I'm not so sure that would be so good. But right next to that, what was that purple we saw? Ooh, that might be cool. So you go ahead and pick a spot either from the Mona Lisa or from wherever else, and you don't have to choose 12 pixels square, but you need to choose something. And then when we come back, I'll show you what to do with that selection using Dan's incredible dope tip, which I should have remembered, but I didn't.